What is up, everybody? It is Hobbs back here with you with a review for MVD releasing. Today we are watching the 2008-2009 film Brian Loves You. I do want to thank MVD Entertainment for sending me this copy to review for you folks. And approximate runtime of 1 hour and 32 minutes. Written, produced, and directed by Seth Landau. So let's go over the features. Now, this is one that was originally distributed by Starz, which I do remember that because I do work for the cable company. Now, this is a first-time release on Blu-ray and high-definition quality format. I must say the picture quality looks absolutely fantastic on the film. I will give it that for sure. And when this first film came out, it sold 40,000 copies on Anchor Bay. So it was extremely popular and the first releasing of the film when it first came out. And then some people consider this film to be a cult classic. And some people are very excited to have this on Blu-ray. So let's go over some of the Blu-ray features that you get with this. Alright, so you get the theatrical trailer from the 2022. You get an interview with Tiffany Shepis, who's on the film. She plays like the owner of like a institution. Interview with Daniel Roebuck, Brink Stevens, and even an interview with George Wendt on the film. Shout out to Cheers, commentary with writer, producer, director Seth Landau as well. Audio commentary also with Seth Landau on different levels of the film. So let's open it up and take a look at the inside. And there's your standard inside cover there. Do not receive any type of a slip cover with this one or reverse cover art, but it is still an extremely nice front cover. Alright, so let's get into this film and discuss Brian Loves You. And what we determined before we get started, that this film is loaded with cast of horror icons. Think about this. Tiffany Shepis, Daniel Roebuck, Tony Todd, Brink Stevens. You even get Uncle Lloyd Kaufman even has an appearance in this film. And George Wendt just makes it that much more of an approachable film to watch. Aesthetically, you get a great Blu-ray cover here. It was shot very well in terms of the picture quality. What you have here is you have a gentleman who is documenting the going-ons of this cult that's happening. And this cult is basically, they follow a gentleman named Brian. But Brian, unfortunately, has a backstory. So you have to watch the film to kind of learn more about where that backstory is of Brian. And basically, people start getting kind of taken. Not really picked off one by one, but taken. And then there's just like this cult that keeps following these leaders, and they have to wear these masks, and everybody has the masks on, so it's kind of like kind of the ways of the world, They even have an institution where if you disrespect Brian or you don't believe in Brian, you go to this institution and you learn more about Brian, and they always come up to you and they'll say, Brian loves you. It's the primary thing they say in the film, is that Brian loves you. Almost replacing Jesus, if you will, almost, so it's kind of in that same scenario. And if you watch the ending of the film, you'll realize that they almost kind of want to replace Jesus anyway, if you think about it. But again, I'm not here to give away spoilers. I just want to tell you that, this film, for me, just being completely honest with you, I did not like this movie at all. I thought that it was very, just being completely honest, I don't want to beat around the bush. It just fell flat. There was a budget of $25,000. It started off really well, but man, it tapered. It just tapered down a little bit, Every single moment in the film where they would introduce somebody's name, they would say their first names, and then they would block out the last name of the person in the film. For example, if I was John Smith in the film, they would say, this is John, and they would mute it out. And it kept happening throughout the film. I'm thinking to myself, you know, I just don't like that part of it. And then some parts of it were almost comical. I believe it was more of a horror comedy, to be honest with you. But it just didn't hit the mark for me. Um, I think it's about a 2 out of 10 on IMDb. But it's definitely worth it for a one-time watch. Let me know if you guys have seen this one and your thoughts on this one. I'll catch up with you guys later. This is Hobbs Horror. I do want to thank MVD Releasing for sending me this to review for you guys. This one just didn't pan out. Alright, guys. Peace.